It's because there was this girl in I think it was first grade or something. There was this girl in first grade that I liked, and then she liked Justin Bieber, and so I was trying to impress her, and then so I started listening to Justin Bieber.
She loved me, but I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. She loved me, but I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Gabzzz here and welcome back to another video. Today we have the interviews with Tajiez, a guy who low-key, I wasn't on my radar for the longest time. I ended up on my radar after One Track rated his song the best of the day when he does his song reviews and whatever. And now we're boys. That's my guy. I'm gonna ride for it until that sounds sus as fuck. I'm gonna be there for him throughout his career. So we got a good conversation, really good conversation, and you should enjoy it. So if you're not into that though, you should subscribe. I got plenty of other interviews coming. I can guarantee you I will eventually interview one of your favorite artists. And so you should probably subscribe so that you know when it happens. And the light just went out, but that doesn't matter. Let's get right into the interview.
I'm here with Tajiez. Obviously, if you've been in the live streams, you'll know who he is. If not, who are you?
Shit. Thank you for saying the name right this time. So my name is Tajiez. Most people call me Chris though. I'm still not to the point where it's I'm mostly recognized by my artist name, so Chris is cool too. So I'm an artist. I would say I'm a rapper, although I don't really categorize myself as a rapper. I make music basically. Sometimes rap, sometimes hyperpop, sometimes whatever might come to mind basically. But yeah, I'm an artist.
How did you get your start in music?
So that's actually a funny story. So basically the very first artist the first person I really started listening to was Justin Bieber, funny enough. And the reason for that is because there was this girl in I think it was first grade or something. There was this girl in first grade that I liked, and then she liked Justin Bieber, and so I was trying to impress her, and then so I started listening to Justin Bieber. And then I was in Haiti back then, so it's nobody really spoke English. I spoke a little bit of English, so it's when everybody was trying to sing the Justin Bieber songs, I'd be like, oh no, that's not how you say it, this is how you say the word and everything. And then I just started really liking music from then, and then as time went on, I just started liking music more.
And what is the music culture like in Haiti?
In Haiti, it's mostly compas and the Haitian songs most of the time. Sometimes you'll hear American songs and everything. I remember hearing Lil Wayne, popular pop songs and everything like that. But it's mostly what I hear is Creole songs and everything.
And do you think any of that music has impacted how you make your music?
To a certain way, maybe. There's this artist I listen to. He's a Creole artist. His name is Wendy. He has 3 Y's at the end of his name and everything. And he kind of raps in a more American type of way. In that sense, where I'm let's say if he's gonna say something, he's gonna say the cuss words and everything like that. Whereas in most Haitian songs, people kind of try to put it under the line and everything, in a subtle way. But he's gonna say it's the cuss word. He's gonna say the cuss word the way that he thinks to say it and everything. And listening to that kind of influenced me to just not say cuss words most necessarily, but it's just it's say the thing the way that I want to say it instead of trying to go in between the lines and everything. So yeah.
When did you start taking music seriously?
So that's another funny story. So that was another girl. So basically so back to the first girl, right? One of the things that really made me think, oh, I want to start making music is a couple of years after that, after I had already gone and started listening to Justin Bieber and everything, there was a Justin Bieber documentary. I think it was the Never Say Never
Mhm.
documentary and everything. And then I had to watch that. And what happened? Oh yeah. I seen him on stage and everything. I seen him connecting to the fans and everything. And then I was like, shit, this is something I'd like to do. Then later on, a couple years later, like years later, there was this girl that I liked, and then I had no idea how to fucking talk to her. I had zero riz, no riz at all. So I was like, shit. And then I was dumb back then. So my dumb ass fucking started writing poetry and shit. And then so I sent that to her and everything. And then of course I got made fun of and everything. But that's kind of something that's I was just like, all right, okay, I got made fun of for that, but at the same time I still enjoyed doing that. And then it's I just kept doing it until it kind of transition into something with a rhythm, because at first it was just just rhyming the words and everything, and then after that I just try to have rhythm and then try doing it on beat and everything. So that's literally how shit started.
What are some of your inspirations?
My inspirations, mostly I'd say my real life. It's most of the shit that happens to me is I turn it into a song, or it's not necessarily just happen to me. It's things I see, things it's people tell me about or whatever. There was a song I made recently. It was what happened? I was having a fight with my girlfriend, and then literally while we were having the fight, I was making the fucking song. What's funny is I was listening to the beats before the argument started, and then the argument started, and then while the argument was going and everything, I was just fucking making the song while I was going.
Damn. And what has been your biggest achievement so far?
My biggest achievement so far? Dang. I don't know. There's different ways of saying it, to be honest. I guess I have one video that's somewhat going viral right now on Instagram. It's at 200 or 204 something K right now, and it's still growing right now. I guess that's an achievement. But I think the thing that's the most important to me right now is because a lot of my music, like I said, is very personal and everything. And so even though the fact that I'm not really big, I get some people messaging me, and I remember I was having a conversation with someone, and then we weren't even talking about my music. We were talking about anime, and then he started telling me how he listened to some of my songs and everything, and he said that those songs helped him kind of come to terms with some of his emotional some of the emotional situations that he's been going through and everything like that. And that when he told me that, I was just oh shit, it's it was surreal to me, because it's me, I'm just writing about this shit that's happening to me, and then the fact that it's able to affect somebody else and then kind of help them, that it's
The relatability.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's one person you've met or has reached out that really surprised you?
To be honest, so far I haven't really had that many. Maybe not that I can think of, because I said, it's right now I'm still small. I'd say right now almost anybody that comes up and say, oh, I fuck with your music, it still feels weird, to me, because I haven't gone to the point where it's just everybody's fucking with my music. I started college recently, and it's I don't really talk that much about my music. If somebody's asks what I do, I say, oh, I make music and everything, but I never really went and say, oh, I make music, go check it out and everything. And then there would be moments where people come to me and they're oh yeah, I listen to your songs, you're fire and everything, and I'm just that's it's just it's just damn, all right, thank you and everything. And it still feels weird sometimes, because it's I don't know, it's to me, I'm still I'm still me. I'm just and I expect I've gotten so much, how do I say, I don't want to say I've gotten so much hate, but I just conditioned myself to be ready for hate, that it's just like whenever I get love, it's just kind of like, you know, it just feels weird a
Yeah.
little bit, especially out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Like without me asking for like anything, it's just, you know, it's just like, damn, like that means a lot, you know.
Yeah. That makes sense. But you're also being seen. Like,
Yeah.
I saw one track. One track did the thing where
Oh.
you rated your song.
Yeah, so with One Track, it's funny because I kind of like knew about One Track before he was as big as he was. Like,
Well,
there
he's
was-
really blown up this year.
Yeah, he's really blown up. But I knew about him around 2018, 2019.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the reason for that is there was freestyle competitions, like, you know, where like back in the days people would like film themselves rapping and everything like that. So I used to do that. And then when One Track was first starting his page, sometimes he would repost things like that. And then I seen an old message where I was asking him like if he could repost mine and everything, and then like that never ended up happening.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened exactly, but later on we just talk once in a while and everything. And what's funny is so when I'm at my school, sometimes like I try to do like videos where I'm just like, oh, can you rate my songs and everything like that. I know that sounds hypocritical because before I said I don't talk that much about music, but like I said, sometimes I will try to like make videos and everything for content. And then funny enough, one of the persons I tried to like ask to do a video for me was One Track's sister.
Oh.
And then I gave her like a sticker, because like I have also some of those stickers that like I stick
Like
places
around the
with
city.
my Instagram
Yeah.
and everything. And then so I gave her one of those because she was asking like, oh, she wanted to like check out my music and everything. And then One Track like seen it, and he texted me, he was like, yo, that was my sister that like you talked to.
Oh,
and everything.
wow.
So that was like funny as hell. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's crazy how shit works.
That is wild. Small
Yeah.
ass world. But and who's one person, right, that maybe not, like, they may not be mainstream or whatever, they're probably similar size, maybe a bit bigger than you, who you want to work with?
Bro, to be honest, I don't know. It's like, to me, it's kind of weird. I'm kind of weird in the sense of like, you know, like I said, all my songs are like so personal. It's kind of hard for me to like really see myself like, you know, make a song and then add a feature to it. Like, that's one thing that's, I guess, like that's kind of like stopped me from growing as much as I could. But I'd say if it was just to like work with people, like let's say the purpose is to actually work with somebody, I'd say people like Midwest is really fire. DC the Don, definitely. Glaive, Eric DOA, these guys are like, a lot of the people in like the hyperpop scene are like really fire. I think I said DC already. Kid Leroy is also very fire. Bro, like my all-time like favorite, but sadly that's not possible, would have been Juice WRLD. Like, that's one of the main things, like, you know, that always like kind of like pushed me to do music, because I remember like all my friends know me. Like, like when Juice WRLD first came out, I was always saying like, yo, it's like if I ever like, you know, am able to make this music shit, I have to do like a album with Juice WRLD, like not just a song, like a fucking album and shit. And then like, you know, when that shit happened, like all my friends, like, you know, they texted me, they called me to see if I was, because like they knew like how much that shit like really meant to me. But I would definitely like to work with those people and with other people too, like as long as they're dope and whatever. I'm open to work with people, but it's like, it's not really something that is just like, you know, it's like, oh, it's a necessity and everything. It's more like, you know, it's like that would be cool, because like at the end of the day, it's like I'm mostly the type of person where I just feel more self-sufficient. And it's like I don't mind doing something on my own. Like, I don't like relying on people too much.
That makes sense. Who would be like the pinnacle though, like the pinnacle dream collab, if you had to work with someone who's like the pinnacle, like other than obviously Juice WRLD would probably have been that?
Like I said, Juice WRLD. Number two, like my second favorite artist right now is DC. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I'd say DC and Juice are like my biggest inspirations currently. Like I started doing like some of the harmonizing things, like that DC does and everything on my songs. I'm trying to like, that's one of the things too, because like when I started doing that, I really had to be careful because like I have songs that kind of like sound similar to like DC songs, and so that kind of like was something I had to like be careful and kind of like switch the types of beats I use and everything, because I don't want to like sound like a DC clone and everything. But yeah, like definitely I'd say DC would be like a big choice for me.
Yeah, that's the thing with people like taking inspiration, whatever.
Yeah.
You have to experiment with it and make it your own.
Yeah,
and you can't
definitely.
just absolutely rip
Yeah.
it. But yeah, what's your next big move? What's next for Tajiez?
My next big move, I don't, how do I say, it's like I don't really have like big moves or whatever. It's more like I have small moves. Like right now, it's like I know I'm gonna keep on making TikToks. I'm gonna keep on promoting music and everything. I'm gonna keep on making music. I'm trying to do as many styles of music that I can. Like I just made like a rock song. I made a couple rock songs, kind of, and I have one rock song that's like fused with hyper pop. I'm really like, actually I could show you after this. I'm really excited to release that one soon. So yeah, basically just more content and more music, basically.
So where can people find you?
Yeah, so basically you could find me Tajiez on almost everything. Tajiez on all platforms. Tajiez. Yeah, I think. Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, whatever you use, I'm most likely on there. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. Honestly, it was a good interview, and obviously we met last night, but it was a good time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And yeah.